lead. Breaking news, more breaking news from C. Haynes here on set. We speculated this, or we talked about it, wondered about it in the opening portion of the show as the Bulls were involved in a three-team deal with Detroit and Minnesota. Mike Conley going to Chicago. What's his future? Well, C. Haynes, you tell us.
Yeah, so I'm told he is not expected to stick with the Chicago Bulls, and so his representation and the Chicago Bulls, they are working collaboratively to try to figure out the path moving forward, whether that's a trade to another team that may fit his services or a buyout. Either way, he will be in need for teams who have issues at the point guard position. So Mike Conley will not stick with Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Mike is a person that has a lot more basketball in him. I think he can help a team. There's a lot of teams out there that can use his services.
Rattle him.
Maybe not the 35 minutes that we've seen in the past, but,
Sure.
in stints, 20 minutes, and he's been healthy as of late, right? No?
Yeah. He's been in and out. He's been in and out, but he's been
healthy as of late. I mean, really what you want to do, like, at this point in his career, he just wants to win. You can tell. That's the driving force and still wanting to play like this, the competitiveness. So I see him definitely trying to help a team.
Houston? Question?
I would love to see him in Houston. Me personally, I would love to see him in Houston. I think they have a really, really fighting chance. I think Reed Shepherd is a guy that's taking strides, and he can definitely help. Mike Conley can definitely help somebody like him, just become a better point guard in the future.
Okay, so Mike Conley, again, not expected to stick around long in Chicago as he was just acquired today, along with Jaden Ivey in that three-team deal with the Pistons and the Wolves and the Bulls. Okay, so as we wait for Haynes to break more news, by the way, up to 2 today, Rudy Gay, that man over there.
I mean, look, it's just a long day, man. My phone's ringing. I'm just not answering.
Oh. Well, yeah, okay. Well, you take that. I got C's. You got
Obama.
You got highlights.
Obama.
Stop mocking me, man. Stop mocking me.
If LeBron would get traded before
And
Thursday.
that was your scoop for this?
Yeah, that wasn't mine. That's not. Can't attribute that to me.
It's a waste of breath, brother.
I just said it. People want to know.
Oh, I know, and I've been keeping the people informed all day.
Did he just inform you of anything? Did he?
No.
Hey, man, you got that soul glow going on today.
Nah, it's just good juices and berries, brother.
Let yourself. I can't hit that high note, man.
You got to do some warm-up exercises.
Make sure the couch is good, man. Make sure the couch.
Make sure the couch good after you. I get a little darker.
Hey.
I
need
got
you.
Jaylen Brown.
Lock it up.
On,
You lock it up.
Hey, you need to call LeBron and introduce him to your barber.
Yeah. I'm going to totally shift gears away from any of the teams in action today, but as it pertains to the trade deadline. Domantas Sabonis. Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel like there's been a lot of smoke between Sabonis and Toronto. I can't imagine that the Raptors would be alone in wanting to acquire somebody like Sabonis. Uh-oh, notification.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So
I see you on TV, son.
So, is there any traction for a Sabonis deal ahead of Thursday?
So there has been long-standing conversation between the Sacramento Kings and the Toronto Raptors for well over a month, and I still think there's potential for a deal to get done where Sabonis does end up in Canada. With that being said, the deal is centered around Sabonis, RJ Barrett, and there will be some other players, fill-in players. But what I'm told, sources have told me the holdup is the Toronto Raptors they want to include in the package second-round picks. The Sacramento Kings are asking for a first-round pick.
Of course.
So I'm told that if they do not get a first-round pick included in the deal, then the deal will be off.
They'll hold him.
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay, Rudy, I'm going to come to you again for the fit game, not just because the fit game.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But for Sabonis with the Raptors, because it does seem like Toronto has some different needs. Maybe a little bit more shooting, a little bit more protection around the rim than somebody like Domantas Sabonis. But obviously, I mean, if you can get him,
Yeah.
Would you like that fit?
I feel
Like it, love it, hate it.
I don't love it. I don't love it. Honestly, Barnes has been a guy that has excelled this season based off the fact that he could play multiple positions. And to have Sabonis there, it obviously eats away from a little bit of what Barnes has been good at this year.
Right.
That flexibility. So although I think Sabonis is a great player, I think he would be a good pickup. Just I don't think that would be the right team for him.
Are there any other teams that you have heard involved in the pursuit of Sabonis? See?
No, not really.
No. It does seem like it's just
Really?
been around whether
Yeah,
the
really
Raptors do it or
Toronto.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but who am I?
That's what I say. Yeah.
So we have seen Sacramento ship out a couple of players already. I'd be stunned if there weren't any more moves to follow from the Kings, whether it's Sabonis or other pieces on
So the other ones are a little bit tougher. So DeMar DeRozan, I think he's going to remain past the deadline. He has a contract that is partially guaranteed for the next year. Mm-hmm. I think it's all likelihood he will probably be moved in the summer. Zach LaVine is a tough one. When the Milwaukee Bucks were thinking about trying to find a way to patch things together and bring in some pieces that could, galvanize Giannis, Zach LaVine was somebody who was on their radar along with Malik Monk. Now we see the Milwaukee Bucks have, changed course and they're going in a different direction. So there's no interest there anymore. It's tough. It's tough. I think in all likelihood, Sabonis is probably the one Sacramento Kings player where I can see being gone past the deadline. Everybody else is really tough, yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like the deals that have happened on this Tuesday and in the past couple of days, the market is now at a place where everybody is just waiting on Milwaukee to figure out whether Giannis...
Yeah, you can say that, yeah. The teams that are, there are teams, again, Minnesota, Miami, even Dallas is called in trying to see if they can get involved. The Golden State Warriors, even though I feel like they have a more complicated pathway to Giannis, they're still very much still interested. And so that is the case, but then there's teams like Dallas Mavericks again with Anthony Davis. I'm hearing there's no traction. Like I'm hearing nothing as it pertains to Anthony Davis. And that wasn't the case 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I would have told you 3 weeks ago if you would ask me where I think Anthony Davis lands up at, I would have said Atlanta. Atlanta's off the board right now. So the landscape has changed, but that's how it goes.
One team that you didn't mention was the New York Knicks.
Yep.
Because that has kind of been the knee-jerk reaction for anybody. Going back years now, like, Giannis going to get the Knicks, because that's what basketball fans do with stars. Big stars got to go to a bigger market. But now that we're here and the Knicks are again playing good basketball, playing good defense, is that something you would explore if you're New York in this window in this Eastern Conference landscape?
Yeah. That's not the question to ask. The question to ask is would Milwaukee explore Cat? And that's just not appealing to them, what it was told to me, right?
Okay.
So the Knicks do want in on the Giannis sweepstakes, but they just do not have a pathway. They don't have the assets. Milwaukee wants a young, coveted prospect along with multiple first-round picks.
Ooh.
That's what it's going to take to be the main attraction. The New York Knicks do not have that. They do not possess that, so that's why it would be difficult. New York Knicks, we'll stay on the Knicks, they're looking for a backup point guard. And I'm told they are very much still on Jose Alvarado in New Orleans. Point of attack defender, somebody that's somebody that's going to pick up the pace, galvanize the team, bring the energy. Because you look at the New York Knicks squad, you look at their roster, they don't really have a guy who's just going to how that guy that's just like gets everybody's energy up. Bring. That's Alvarado. And I think that's what they're looking for, that jolt. He provides that. So they're still very much in on Jose Alvarado. So that is something to look forward to, as we get closer to the trade deadline.
All right, C's, hit your music, brother.
Uh-oh.
We got two.
Two?
Knicks and OKC.
Oh, all right.
Put those pants up, C's, you sagging a little.